have seen the oppression of my people in Egypt, and have heard their cry. Stop it! Leave that man alone! So I have come down to deliver them out of slavery.
We've been over here for a little while. This ain't a place for a child. You can try to keep them out of the mess. They can't run, they gon' see it go down. Thinking y'all that we waking up now. You a king, don't you fall to the crowd. Don't you be with nobody that's loud. When you move, you should not make a sound. Most of these youngers be banging. They in the street, but they don't know their language. All of these curses are dangerous. They felt that pain and they filled it with anger. Have you ever seen a nigga blown away? I'ma make it back home today. We killing each other, our own race. We need to go back to our home place. Zion, let my people go. 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 It's a warning, come back.
Shalom, Israel. I'm going to start by saying all praise to the Most High Yah and Son Yahushua Mashiach. All right, Israel? I hope y'all having a blessed week, a safe week. For the ones who follow the full moon, hope y'all getting ready for the Passover, taking all that leaven out your house. All right? So my lesson today is called Egypt All Over Again. All right? This is my Passover edition. This lesson is not going to be about the Passover, okay? But if you want to know about the Passover for the newcomers, my big brother Mike Malice, he got a video called Passover, and my other big brother Common Sense and so Common King Gino, he got a video called Lord's Passover. So this video, I'm gonna bring out stuff about Egypt, but it's not focused on the Passover. All right. So I'm gonna start with my first scripture, Egypt all over again. So I'm gonna explain what Egypt is. This for y'all newcomers, okay? So Exodus chapter 20, verse 2. I am the Lord thy Yah, which have brought thee out of the land of Egypt, out of the house of bondage. So for the newcomers on my page, Egypt means house of bondage. All right. So I'm gonna go to another scripture to prove that. So Deuteronomy chapter 5, verse 6. I am the Lord thy Yah, which brought thee out of the land of Egypt from the house of bondage. See, so it says it again. That's how you have to prove the Bible, precept upon precept. That's Isaiah 28, verse 10. So that's for the newcomers. You wonder why I jump back and forth? Because Isaiah 28:10 says precept upon precept, line upon line. So you hear something in one place and you hear it again. That's how you understand the Bible. Now let's continue. Let's start with my lesson. All right. Egypt all over again. What you mean by that, JJ? I'm gonna show you what I mean by that. Egypt all over again. All right. So I'm gonna take us in different areas with this, but its focus is all about Egypt, house of bondage, all over again. Now we're gonna do Exodus 2, verse 23 through 25. Exodus chapter 2, verse 23. And it came to pass in process of time that the king of Egypt died, and the children of Israel sighed by reason of bondage. And they cried, and their cry came up unto Yah by reason of bondage. So he was crying because the Egyptians started afflicting us. The first 200 years, they wasn't afflicting us. We was in the land of Goshen, living a good life. But after that king died, then they started afflicting us. Pay attention to the word afflicting us. And Yah heard their groaning, so he heard us crying and complaining. Yah remembered his covenant with Abraham, with Isaac, and with Jacob. And Yah looked upon the children of Israel, and Yah had respected to them. That scripture is when people say, oh, he didn't respect the persons. That's why, because he has respect to all the children of Israel, whether you southern or northern kingdom. He has respect to all his children. Okay? So let's continue now. Let's go to Exodus 3. We're going to get verse 1 through 10. So Exodus chapter 3, verse 1. Now Moses kept the flock of Jethro, his father-in-law, and the priest of Midian, and he led the flock to the backside of the desert and came to the mountain of Yah, even to Horeb. So this is Moses. I mean, I'm fast forwarding a lot. Who want to understand what's going on, go back and read Genesis and Exodus to understand everything that's going on. So this is Moses. He's with Zipporah, his new wife, and he's feeding the flock. And the angel of the Lord appeared unto him. So the angel of the Lord, one of his messengers, and a flame of fire out of the midst of a bush. And he looked, and behold, the bush burned with fire, and the bush was not consumed. So Moses over there looking like, yo, what's going on over there? That bush on fire, but it ain't burning up. So Moses was tripped out. This was a tripped out scene for Moses. And Moses said, I will not turn aside. And I will now turn aside. So like it. And Moses said, I will now turn aside and see this great sight. He's like, yo, this thing kind of cool. Let me see what's going on. I'm gonna go look over there. Why the bush is not burnt. So he's like, I'm gonna go find out why this bush ain't burning up. I see the fire on fire with this bush, but it ain't burning up. When the Lord saw that he turned aside to see, so Most High saw Moses turning to him. Yah called unto him out of the midst of the bush and said, Moses, Moses. And he said, Here am I. He's like, what's up? And he said, Draw not hither. He said, Come here. Draw not hither. Put off thy shoes from off thy feet. So before you come close to me, take your shoes off first. Don't come too close until you take your shoes off. For the place wherein thou standest is a holy ground. So this is holy ground. Because anywhere Most High come to, that land is holy. So he told him to take off his shoes. Moreover, he said, I am the Yah of thy father. I'm the Yah of thy father. The Yah of Abraham. The Yah of Isaac. The Yah of Jacob. So Most High said, I'm the power of Abraham, because God means power. I'm the power of Abraham. I'm the power of Isaac. And I'm the power of Jacob. And Moses hid his face, for he was afraid to look upon Yah. So he was like, oh, I'm scared. This dude kind of scary coming out talking to me out through the fire. And the Lord said, I have surely seen the affliction of my people, which are in Egypt. Let's pay attention to that word, affliction. I'm going to precept it. And I've heard their cry by reason of their taskmasters, for I know their sorrows. Most I say, I hear them crying. I hear the taskmasters doing my children wrong. That's the Egyptians. And I came down to deliver them out of the hand of the Egyptians, to bring them out of the land into a good land, in a large, unto a land flowing with milk and honey. So I'm trying to get my kids out of Egypt, bring them to a land with milk and honey, and to the place of the Canaanites, the Hittites, the Amorites, and the Perizzites, and the Hivitites, and the Jebusites. Now therefore, behold, the cry of the children of Israel is come unto me. So most high out here, they complaining and crying so much, it came all the way up to heaven. I have also seen the oppression where the Egyptians oppressed them. He said, I've seen the oppression that the Egyptians doing to my children. Come now, therefore, and I will send thee into Pharaoh, that thou mayest bring forth my people, the children of Israel, out of Egypt. So who's Most High people? The children of Israel. Now I'm going to precept that verse 7. I have surely seen the affliction of my people. Egypt all over again. Pay attention to my title. So we're going to go to Hosea. Chapter 5, verse 15. So Hosea chapter 5, verse 15. I will go and turn to my place till they acknowledge their offense. So Most High turned his back on us until we acknowledge our offense. We acknowledge that we're in sin. We acknowledge that we're the children of Israel. And seek my face. How you seek his face? By keeping his commandments, by praying and fasting, telling the Father you're sorry for all your sins. In their affliction, they will seek me early. So that's what's about to happen. I'm bringing this part out. A lot of our people finna come in this truth when he start afflicting us again. You know what I mean? When you continue reading my lesson, you're gonna understand what I mean by that. Most High gonna have to turn up the affliction, turn up our oppression to get a lot of our people in this truth because he loves his children. Now let's go to Exodus 4. Okay, make sure I look at the camera. Making sure my camera ain't cutting off. This thing always doing crazy things to stop these lessons. All right, so we're gonna do Exodus chapter 4, verse 27-31. Exodus chapter 4, verse 27. And the Lord said unto Aaron, Go into the wilderness to meet Moses. So he told Aaron to go to the wilderness to meet Moses, your brother. And he went and met him in the mount of Yah and kissed him. So they seen each other, gave each other a kiss on the forehead, something like that. And Moses told Aaron all the words of the Lord which he had sent him, and all the signs which he had commanded him. So Moses telling Aaron everything Most High told him. And Moses and Aaron went in and gathered together all the elders, children of Israel. So Moses and Aaron came back to Egypt and started getting the elders. And Aaron spake all the words which the Lord had spoken unto Moses, and did the signs in the sight of the people. And the people believed when they heard that the Lord had visited the children of Israel, and that they looked upon their affliction. Then they bowed their heads and worshiped. So some people got their minds right, like, oh, praises the Father coming to save us. Pay attention. So yes, Most High hears our cries. He gonna come get us. But watch how Most High processes. This is why I want y'all to be paying attention, Israel. All right, so now we're gonna go to Exodus chapter 5. We're gonna do verse 1 through 4. So Exodus chapter 5, verse 1. And afterward Moses and Aaron went in and told Pharaoh, thus saith the Lord, Yah of Israel, let my people go. So Moses and Aaron fired up. They went to the king. So we can't read this stuff like it's nothing. He went to the king. That's like you going up to Trump or Biden saying, let my people go. And they may hold a feast unto me in the wilderness. And Pharaoh said, who is the Lord? Pharaoh like, who is the Lord? That I shall obey his voice to let Israel go. Who this power you talking about? That I shall listen to what y'all talking about and let Israel go. I know not the Lord, neither will I let Israel go. Stop. Yeah, you know how I get down, Israel. Verse 2, it's time to precept time. What did the king Pharaoh say? He says, I know not the Lord. I know not the Lord. Neither will I let Israel go. It's time to precept that. What is Pharaoh talking about? He don't know the Most High. I'm gonna show you. Amos chapter 3, verse 2. You only have I known of all the families of the earth. So was Pharaoh lying? No, he was not lying. He doesn't know the God of the Hebrews. He doesn't know the God, the Yah of the Israelites. Because that's the scripture right there. Most High said, I don't know them either. Pharaoh said he don't know the Most High, and Most High don't know the other nations too. You only have I known of all the families of the earth. Therefore I will punish you for all your iniquities. So let's go back. So I want to show you what Pharaoh was talking about. He didn't know the Most High. The Most High don't know them. We're going to go Exodus 5. Get verse. We're going to go back to 2. And Pharaoh said, who is the Lord, that I shall obey his voice to let Israel go? I know not the Lord. He said, I don't know him. Neither will I let Israel go. And they said, the Yah of the Hebrews have met with us. Let us go. He's like, man, let us go. That's what we're saying in the spirit now. Man, let us go. We pray thee 3 days journey into the desert and sacrifice unto the Lord our Yah. Because he's only the children, he's the power of the Hebrews. Lest he fall upon us with the pestilence or with the sword. And the king of Egypt said unto them, wherefore do ye, Moses and Aaron, let the people from their works get you into your burdens? He said, why are you trying to get your brothers and sisters to stop working? Matter of fact, you get back to work. That's what he was talking about. He told them to get back to work. Now we're going to go down to verse 7. And you should no more give the people straw to make brick, henceforth let them go gather straw for themselves. So since Moses and Aaron was trying to get our people up under Egypt, Pharaoh got mad and started making our work harder. And to tell the bricks which they did make heretofore, you should lay upon them. You should not diminish out thereof, for they be idle. Idle. That means lazy. I want to show you what he's talking about. For they be idle. Therefore they cry, saying, let us go and sacrifice to our Yah. Stop. I want y'all to really get what's going on. Everybody, oh, I know these stories. You got to really pay attention to what he's saying. He's saying you got to keep them Israelites busy, because if you don't keep them busy, they're going to end up looking for their father. And later in my lesson, I'm going to show you another way how they kept us busy. So it's the king of Egypt. He said keep them busy so they won't look for their God, for they won't look for their redemption. You get it? Read it again. For they be idle, therefore they cry, saying, let us go and sacrifice to our Yah. Keep them occupied so they don't look in that Bible and find out their father again. Right? Let the more work be laid upon the men, that they may labor therein, and let them not regard vain words. Stop. This is what a lot of our people see. When we bringing out these words trying to wake our people up, a lot of our people is vain words. To the other nation is vain words. And that's what the king of Egypt, Pharaoh, was saying. Keep them busy, keep them occupied. Like they saying nowadays, keep us occupied. So we won't get caught up in these vain words, which is this Bible. All right, so now we're going to go down. Now we're going to continue. Let's go to Exodus 9. So I'm going to be doing a lot of skipping because I'm not going to break down everything what's going on in Egypt and the plagues and all that. You got to go read Exodus yourself or watch my brother Mike Malice or King Gino video. All right, so we're going to continue. So you can go to Exodus chapter 9. Hold on. I'm tripping. My bad, y'all. I don't remember. I'm tripping. I ain't going there yet. I skipped ahead. I'm going a little ahead of myself. We're going to go to 15 first. So we're going to skip down to verse 15. Then the officers of the children of Israel came and cried unto the Pharaoh, saying, Wherefore didst thou this with thy servants? So after we had to go get our straw and stuff, our leaders got mad and went up to Pharaoh, and I'm like, why are you doing us like this? You're making more work on us. There is no straw given thy servants. And they say to us, Make brick, and behold, thy servants are beaten, but the fault is in thy own people. So Pharaoh said, the fault is in your own people. It's in Moses and Aaron, because they trying to get you to serve your most high. That's why I'm making you go get your own straw and stuff. But he said, Ye are idle. Ye are idle. Therefore you say, Let us go and do sacrifice to the Lord. He said, because y'all got too much time on y'all hand. And y'all starting to find out who your God is. So I got to keep y'all busy so you ain't worrying about your God no more. This is some heavy stuff, Israel. This is how they think today. Keep these Israelites busy so they won't look for their father again. Go therefore now and work, for there shall no straw be given you. Yet shall you deliver the tail of bricks. So you got to still do the same work that you had when I was giving you straw. And the officers of the children of Israel did see that they were in evil case. It was said, You should not menace aught from your bricks of your daily task. And they met Moses and Aaron, who stood in the way as they came forth from Pharaoh. So they looking at Moses like, Yo, what's up, bro? Why you doing us like this, bro? You came preaching most high and stuff. Now that Pharaoh being more mean to us. That's what's finna happen again, Israel. Y'all better understand that 2/3 finna turn on y'all. They finna turn on y'all. I hope y'all paying attention, brothers and sisters. And they said unto them, The Lord look upon you and judge, because you have made our Savior to be a whore in the eyes of Pharaoh. So you making Most High be Pharaoh hates our father in the eyes of his servants to put a sword in their hand to slay us. Stop. So when Moses and Aaron started bringing out this word, the Egyptians started getting offended and they started killing our people, man. This was happening in Egypt when we was trying to come up out of Egypt. They start killing us for getting our minds right, trying to turn back to the Father. And I'm going to show you later in my video. Watch what happens. Egypt all over again. And Moses returned to the Lord and said, Lord, wherefore hast thou done this so evil and treated this people? So Moses like, Most High, why are you doing this to your people? Why is it that thou hast sent me? Why you sent me to make your kids' life even harder? For since I came to Pharaoh to speak in thy name, he had done evil to this people. Neither hast thou delivered thy people at all. So Moses getting kind of, he running his mouth a little too much. Somebody, you ain't even delivered your people. All you did is make it worse. Because Most High got a plan. All right, so now let's continue. So like it. Now we're going to go to Exodus 6. We can get verse 1. So Exodus chapter 6, verse 1. Then the Lord said unto Moses, Now should I see what I would do to Pharaoh? He's like, Hey man, I know what I'm doing. Most High got to check Moses like, hey, chill out. Watch what I'm about to do to Pharaoh. For with a strong hand should he let them go. With the strong hand, he going to let them go. And with a strong hand should he drive them out of his land. So with a strong hand, I'm about to bring havoc on Pharaoh. I'm going to show you a precept. Let's precept that. Remember, Egypt all over again. Go to 2nd Ezra chapter 15. I don't know what this is. Yeah, see, Satan always doing something. Yeah, he always doing something to mess up my lesson. We're going to keep this going. 2nd Ezra chapter 15, verse 10. Behold, my people is led as a flock to the slaughter. I will not suffer them now to dwell in the land of Egypt, but I will bring them with a mighty hand and they stretched out arm, and smite Egypt, with plagues as before, and would destroy all the land thereof. So he's gonna bring us out with a mighty hand, like he did in Egypt, as before, Israel. That's why I went to that precept. Most High gonna do it again. Egypt all over again. Let's go back. I'm gonna go to Exodus again. Exodus 6. So now we're gonna jump down to verse 6 and 9. I don't know what is, this thing is tripping, y'all. Exodus 6 and 9. Exodus chapter 6, verse 6. Wherefore say unto the children of Israel, I am the Lord, and I will bring you out from under the burdens of the Egyptians. Most High said, I'm going to get you away from the Egyptians. And I will rid out you of their bondage, and I will redeem you with a stretched out arm and with great judgments. Second Ezra chapter 15. See, and I got that second Ezra, the computer starting acting crazy because they know Most High finna do the same thing he did in Egypt. It's coming soon. And these them spirits know it. That's why they're gonna try to mess with this video. And I would take you from a people, and I would take you to me for a people. I would take you for me a people, and I would be to you a Yah, and you should know that I am the Lord, your Yah, which brought you from under the burdens of the Egyptians. And I will bring you into the land concerning which I did swear to give it to Abraham, to Isaac, and to Jacob, and I will give it to you for inheritance. I am the Lord. So Most High said, I'm going to bring you into a land that I swore to give to your fathers, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. And Moses spake so unto the children of Israel, but they hearkened not unto Moses for anguish of spirit and for cruel bondage. Stop, Israel. Oh, I want y'all to pay attention. Please ponder what I'm trying to bring out right now. So we hear these words. We getting fired up. Oh, praise to the Father. Oh, yeah, we the Israelites. Just like Egypt. We did it back then. But then when you hear these words, these other nations finna get offended. So they're going to turn up our affliction. You don't want to be the one that when this scripture comes in, now when the affliction comes, you don't want to hear Most High no more. Because you thought just because you heard, oh, we the Israelites, we getting out of here. No, Israel. We got to get that affliction first. Read it again. And Moses spake so unto the children of Israel, but they hearkened not. Now they don't want to listen to Moses. But in Exodus 4, they heard Moses, they was excited. But then when the affliction came, now they don't want to listen no more. Unto Moses for anguish of spirit. And they fired up, they angry, I'm tired of working. And for cruel bondage, we getting beaten too much, man. We ain't trying to hear you, Moses. When you got here, all you've been doing is getting us beat more. That's what's about to happen to us, Israel. We bringing out this fire, it's gonna come with consequences. I hope y'all understand that, man. This part about to get real. I hope y'all understand that, Israel. This thing ain't gonna be an easy walk. You can't bring out this fire and all these nations keep saying what we talking about and nothing gonna happen. No, Israel. They about to get offended and Most High gonna allow them to turn up their affliction on us. But that's what we want. Turn it up. All the way up. Get us out of here. Those for them mighty kings, queens, princes, and princesses who follow in this Bible and stand in the spirit. We all like, turn it up. Turn it up. Let's go. We tired of this docile comfortability life, man. Turn it up so we can go home. Verse 13, I'm getting 13 through 16. And the Lord spake unto Moses and to Aaron, and gave them charge unto the children of Israel, unto Pharaoh king of Egypt, to bring the children of Israel out of the land of Egypt. So Most High gave Moses and Aaron. These be the heads of their father houses. The sons of Reuben, the firstborn of Israel, Hanah, Palu, Herzan, Kermi. These be the families of Reuben. And the sons of Simeon, Jamu, Jaman, Odad, Shekin, Zakar, Shul, the son of Canaanitish woman. These are the families of Simeon. And these are the names of the sons of Levi, according to their generations. Gershon, Kotham, Mora, in the years of the life of Levi were 137 years. All right, so I'm not going to keep reading. I'm about to bring out something. I'm going to show you why I read that. So we're going to continue going down. Now we're going to go to 26. These are that Aaron and Moses, to whom the Lord said, bring out the children of Israel from the land of Egypt, according to their armies. These are they which spake to Pharaoh king of Egypt. Stop. When you keep reading, when you read it regularly, you just think, oh, just Moses and Aaron speaking to the king of Egypt. No, Israel. We was in an army formation going up to Pharaoh. It wasn't just Moses and Aaron. I'm going to prove it right here. These are that which spake to Pharaoh, king of Egypt, to bring the children of Israel from Egypt. These are that Moses and Aaron. You see that, Israel? Moses and Aaron didn't just mean Moses and Aaron. It meant all those right there. You keep reading from 13 all the way to 26. Moses and Aaron was an army, and it wasn't just them two. It was a lot of us going up to King Pharaoh talking about, let my people go. That's some brothers on these cameras telling the Pharaoh, which is Trump, Biden, all them, let my people go. That's us again. We're right back doing it again. The brothers on the street, the sisters on the cameras. We're back doing it again. Let my people go. And it came to pass on the day when the Lord spake unto Moses, the land of Egypt, that the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, I am the Lord. Speak thou unto Pharaoh, king of Egypt, all that I say unto thee. And Moses said before the Lord, Behold, I am uncircumcised lips. How shall Pharaoh hearken unto me? Moses said, I don't know how to talk that well. All right, so we can continue. Now let's go to Esther 7. So Esther chapter 7, and get verse 1. And the Lord said unto Moses, See, I have made thee a God. Stop. What Most High do to Moses? And the Lord said unto Moses, See, I have made thee a God to Pharaoh. You a God to Pharaoh. Moses was God, y'all. And Aaron thy brother should be thy prophet. So Most High said, Moses, you are going to be the God, and your brother going to be the prophet. Why I'm bringing that out? That means this said the Lord, this said Moses. And when Aaron said that, he did what Moses told him to do. Moses was in a position of God because we are gods. Psalms 82:6. Moses brought us out as a God, Israel. Don't get it twisted. It, of course, authorized through the Father and Yahushua. But right here, this scripture, Moses was the God. He was the power. And Aaron was the prophet. Thou shalt speak all that I command thee, and Aaron thy brother shall speak unto Pharaoh. So Moses, Most High said, I'm gonna speak to you, Moses, and you're gonna speak to Aaron, and Aaron gonna speak to Pharaoh. That he send the children of Israel out of his land, and I will harden Pharaoh's heart, and multiply my signs and my wonders in the land of Egypt. All right, that's like my bad. Let me jump down to 7 now. And Moses was fourscore years old. I mean, he was 80 years old. And Aaron fourscore and 3 years old when they spake unto Pharaoh. So I want to bring that out. Moses was 80 years old, Israel. 80. He wasn't no young person. He was 80. And Aaron was 83. These were some old people, but it was mighty in strength. And the Lord spake unto Moses and to Aaron, saying, When Pharaoh shall speak unto you, saying, Shew a miracle for you, then thou shalt say unto Aaron. So Most High said, when Pharaoh want to see a miracle, Moses, you're going to say to Aaron, take thy rod. So Moses is telling Aaron what to do. Take thy rod and cast before Pharaoh, and it should become a serpent. So who did that? Aaron did it, Israel. So these movies, they trying to mess you up because they don't want you reading the scriptures. Moses was playing God at the moment. I mean, of course, he was getting all authorizations through the Father and Yahushua, but he was the power. And Aaron was the prophet. All right, let's continue. Now we're going to go to Exodus 9. So Exodus chapter 9, verse 35. And the heart of Pharaoh was hardened, neither would he let the children of Israel go, as the Lord had spoken by Moses. So I'm fast forwarding a lot of things. Like I said, I'm not going to bring out all the plagues. You got to read all Exodus to understand that. I want to show you that Pharaoh was not trying to let us go. So Egypt all over again. And I'm going to precept that. Let me show you a precept. Pharaoh was not trying to let us out of Egypt. Watch the precept to the future. We're going to go to Jeremiah chapter 50, verse 33. To Jeremiah chapter 50, verse 33. This said the Lord of hosts, the children of Israel and the children of Judah were oppressed together. So the children of Israel is the northern kingdom, and the children of Judah, Southern kingdom, we are pressed together. That's right now. We are pressed together in the land of our captivity, which is Egypt, right now in the four corners of the earth. And all that took them captives held them fast. They refused to let them go. Are they letting us go, Israel? No. We still got to keep going to work. We got to still keep paying these bills. They do not want to let the children go. The southern and northern kingdom is in the same place together. And the Pharaoh, which is Trump, Biden, all those government people, they refuse to let the Israelites go. Nothing changed. Egypt all over again. Now let's go back. Now I'm going to do some fast forwarding. And we're going to go to Exodus 13. And get verse 17 through 18. So Exodus chapter 13, verse 17. And it came to pass when Pharaoh had let the people go, that Yah let them not through the way of the land of Philistines. So he finally let us go after Most High beat the brakes off them. Just like he going to do again to this place. They ain't going to let us go to Most High start beating the brakes off them. Led them not through the way of the land of Philistines, all that was near. For Yah said, lest a peradventure the people repent when they see war and they return to Egypt. So Most High said, I'm not going to send y'all this way because y'all going to run into the Philistines and y'all going to have to fight. And then y'all going to run back to Egypt like some little babies. So Most High had mercy on us and took us another way. But Yah led the people about through the way of the wilderness of the Red Sea. And the children of Israel went up harnessed out of the land of Egypt. So I looked up harness. It means it was in formation, in an army suited formation. All right. And now we're gonna go to verse 21. And the Lord went down before them by day in a pillar of cloud. So he came down in his chariot and to lead them by the way. So he showed us he was our direction. We didn't know where we was going. Most High had his chariot, and Yahushua was in that chariot, and they showed us the direction we was going. And by night in a pillar of fire, to give them light to go by day and night. He took not away the pillar of cloud by day, nor the pillar of fire by night from before the people. So he was around us during the day to show us where to go. At night, he gave us fire to keep us warm and give us light. All right. So now we're going to go to Exodus 17. So we're going to get verse 1 through 7. Exodus chapter 17, verse 1. And all the congregation of the children of Israel journeyed from the wilderness of Sin, after their journeys according to the commandment of the Lord, and pitched in Raphah. And there was no water for the people to drink. Why is I'm bringing this out? I'm showing you we're in the wilderness now. We came out of Egypt. Remember Israel, we got to come out of Egypt again. And now we thirsty. That's why we gotta be practicing the righteous acts, Judge 5:11. Because you know how to fast, you're not gonna be thirsty so fast. Wherefore the people did chide with Moses, so they argued with Moses and said, "Give us water that we may drink." They're like, "Give me some water, man. I'm thirsty." And Moses said unto them, "Why chide ye with me? Wherefore do you tempt the Lord? You're gonna piss the Father off because you crying about water. If you ain't learned how to fast 1 day, 2, 3 days, when we get into that wilderness, this is gonna be you. That's why you got to learn how to fast, Israel, so you won't be this in the wilderness. I'm going to show you what I mean by that. And the people thirsty there for water. And the people mourned against Moses and said, "Wherefore is that thou hast brought us out of Egypt to kill us and our children and our cattle with thirst?" So you brought us out of Egypt just to kill us and make us dehydrate? And Moses cried unto the Lord, saying, "What shall I do unto this people? They be almost ready to stone me. They about to kill me because they that thirsty, because they never fasted before. That's why we gotta learn how to fast." And the Lord said unto Moses, "Go on before the people, and take with thee the elders of Israel, and thy rod where thou smotest the river, and take thy hand and go. Behold, I will stand before thee there upon the rock in Horeb." So Most High, Howard says, I'm going to stand right in front of you when you about to do this. "And thou shalt smite the rock, and there shall come water out of it, and the people may drink." And Moses did so in the sight of the elders of Israel, and called the name of that place Meshi and Merah, because the children of the chiding of the children of Israel, because they were tempted the Lord, saying, "Is the Lord among us or not?" Those are the ones who ain't got no faith. They was like, "Most High with us or not?" Man, don't be that Israel. Now let's fast forward again. Now we're gonna go to Numbers. trying to show you something. Please pay attention to this part. I said, this lesson ain't going to be that, oh, JJ bringing out that fire. No, this lesson, I hope y'all paying attention. Pay attention what I'm meaning on this lesson, okay? I'm about to bring out all this, what I mean by this. By the end, you will get it. This ain't that fire, oh, JJ on fire. No, this is JJ being a watchman, trying to give y'all a warning and give y'all a heads up what's coming. Numbers 14, verse 1. And all the congregation lifted up their voice and cried, and the people wept that night. And the children of Israel mourned against Moses, murmured. So here we go, going against Moses again, against Aaron. And the whole congregation said unto them, would y'all that we had died in the land of Egypt? Stop. Our people was like, why God just didn't kill us in Egypt? I'm going to tell you a secret. Everybody didn't come out of Egypt. A lot of people who came out of Egypt, they just got scared because of the plagues. They didn't come out of Egypt because they wanted to serve the Father. They just didn't want to die. And a lot of our Israelites died in Egypt. He didn't come get all of us out. I mean, that's in the book of Jasher. I don't really know them two books like that, but that part, that's true. That part is letting you know that everybody wasn't just on board. Only people was on board who was either scared or the ones who was really for the Most High. So they was like, we should just die in Egypt like with everybody else. Or with Yah, we had died in the wilderness. Wherefore had the Lord brought us into this land to fall by the sword, that our wives and our children should be a prey. Were it not better for us to return into Egypt? See that, Israel? Our people was like, ain't it better for us to just go back to Egypt? Because when you read some of these scriptures, some people got together and they went back to Egypt. It's going to say it right here in verse 4. And they said one to another, let us make a captain and let us return into Egypt. Why is I'm bringing this out? Because a lot of people got caught up in Egypt ways. And a lot of people getting caught up in Egypt ways today. You know what I mean? Don't be caught up in their world here, man. They sports, everything, they social media. This stuff got to burn. You know what I mean? I'm bringing this part out to my wife. She's trying to speak to the sisters, telling them, yo, do y'all know for us to leave, Most High's going to cut off social media, y'all. He's going to cut off YouTube. Y'all need to understand that. Y'all need to turn off these social media apps at times and get in your book and read. Because at one point in time, that's all you're going to have. But a lot of people ain't never even opened a book and read before. So it's a challenge. I'm challenged the brothers, you know what I mean, who's watching this channel. I challenge next month, 3 days, y'all. Let's turn off this social media and show the Father how serious we are. Forget their wicked inventions and get in this book and read Israel and show the Father, come get us, Abba. All right? So, in my video, at the end, whoever watches it to the end, comment. Say, I'm with the challenge. I'm going to make a follow-up video with that. I'm trying to bring out the mighty brothers who really ready to go home. To go home, you got to forsake your job, forsake social media, forsake all this, sports, everything, TV, movies, all that, man. All this stuff is dung. Like Paul said in the scriptures, it's dung. You know what I mean? So I hope y'all ready for that. Most High gonna shut this place down before he come get us. Y'all gotta be getting y'all spirits ready for that. Let's continue. Back to what we talking about. Then Moses and Aaron fell on their face before all the assembly of the congregation of the children of Israel. And Joshua the son of Nun and Caleb the son of Jephunneh, which were of them that searched the land, rent their clothes. And they spake unto all the company of the children of Israel, saying, the land which you have passed through to search it is exceeding good land. All right. Let me show exceeding good land. And if the Lord delight in us, then he will bring us to the land and give it to us, a land which flow with milk and honey. So this is when we was finally about to go into the land of Israel. But there was some other nations there. A lot of our people was scared, man. They was like, oh, we're going to die. Let's go back to Egypt. Because they wasn't getting a spirit right. All right. Only rebel not against the Lord. So Moses and Aaron and Joshua trying to tell them, don't rebel against the Most High. Rebel. Remember that word. Neither fear ye the people of the land, for they are bread for us. Their defense is departed from them, and the Lord is with us, for fear them not. But all the congregation bade stone them with stones. All the congregation, boom, boom, stoning Moses, Aaron, and Joshua. And the glory of the Lord appeared in the tabernacle of the congregation for all the children of Israel. So Most High had to pull up. And the Lord said unto Moses, how long will this people provoke me? How long would it be error that they believe me? For all signs will I shoot among them. How long are they not going to get that I got them? Because they wasn't really in the spirit. I'm gonna show you what I mean by that. We're gonna continue. So I'm telling y'all, Israel, I'm giving y'all the warning. Don't be these people, man. Don't be these people. Don't be holding on to Egypt, man. It's time to go. And time to go, man. It means this place gotta get shut down. Everything needs to get shut down so we can go. Numbers chapter 11, verse 4. In the midst multitude that was among them fell a lusting, and the children of Israel also wept again, saying, who should give us flesh to eat? So I want to bring this out. A lot of people say, all other nations. I want me to tell you something. A lot of our people consider themselves as Egyptians, man. They didn't consider themselves as Israelites. They just didn't want to die in Egypt. So they came out, but they still kept their Egyptian customs. And that's the strangers that y'all getting lost about. Those are Israelites from the seed of Jacob, but they consider themselves as Egyptian. That's the Galatians, Colossians. Those spirits always been them. They never considered themselves as an Israelite, but they from the seed of Jacob. All right. So when people get confused, oh, those other nations. No, that's an Israelite claiming himself as an Egyptian. All right. We remember the fish which we did eat in Egypt freely. I remember all the food we ate in Egypt, the cucumbers and the melons and the leeks and onions and the garlic. But now our soul is dry away. There is nothing at all besides this manna before our eyes. So if I'm telling y'all, don't get caught up in this world, man. They're like, oh, we miss our food we used to eat in Egypt. When we get to the wilderness, we're not gonna eat all this food we eating. That's why you gotta be practicing fasting, Israel. We might not even eat every day. All right. So let me bring why I'm bringing this out. So I'm gonna show you something. What's the point of this, JJ? Let me show you what I mean by this. Now you can go to Ezekiel. 33 through 38. This is a serious lesson, man. I hope y'all taking heed, man. I hope y'all taking heed. Exodus chapter 20, verse 33. As I live, saith the Lord Yah, surely with a mighty hand and with a stretched out arm and with fury, he's going to come get us angry. Pour it out. Will I rule over you? He's going to rule over us. And I will bring you out from the people and will gather you out of the countries wherein you are scattered, four corners of the earth, with a mighty hand and with a stretched out arm and with fury poured out. So he's gonna rule us with fury, and he's coming to get us with fury because he's pissed off what these nations did to his children. And Yahweh is pissed off what these nations did to his brothers and sisters. And I'll bring you into the wilderness of the people, and there will I plead with you face to face. Yahweh says, I'm finna deal with y'all face to face. What he's about to say. Verse 36. Like as I pleaded with your fathers in the wilderness of the land of Egypt, so would I plead with you, saith the Lord Yah. Stop. That's why I read all that numbers. What's the point of this? All that number stuff is finna happen again, Israel. Don't be those kind of people. Do not be those kind of people. Get your spirit right now before you get into that wilderness. Because everybody, just because you're getting picked up, that don't mean you get into the kingdom. That means he just picked you up because you was a practicing Israelite. But you got to be on fire to make it past the wilderness stage. It's two stages we got coming up. We got to make it through this. Egypt, get picked up on the chariots. That's when you and your fringes and your hair wrapping dresses. Oh, that's cool. You're a practicing Israelite. Now he's going to test your heart when we get in that wilderness. Are you really about these commandments or are you faking it? And I hope no one on this camera has been faking it. Purge out your sins and seek the Most High 10 times more. And I will cause you to pass under the rod, and I will bring you into the bond of bondage. And I will purge out from among you the rebels, those of Israelites who infringes, who be on their own doctrines, making up stuff. Those are rebels. And Yahweh says, I'm going to purge them out. And them that transgress against me, I will bring them forth out of the country where they sojourn. So I'm going to come get y'all. I'm going to put y'all on them chairs. Y'all come to the wilderness. And they should not enter to the land of Israel. And you should know that I am the Lord. So a lot of people going to get picked up on that chair. Hey, I made it. But they wicked. I was just like, I just want to deal with you face to face. Because you was teaching my people false doctrines. And the ones who faking they Israelite. You want to get on this in your book on the Sabbath. Yeah, I was just, I'm going to deal with y'all when I get into that wilderness. Because I'm going to see who is really keeping my commandments with a pure heart, with unfeigned. I mean, you were serious about his commandments. All right, Israel? All right, so now we're going to continue. I had to get serious on that part, man. This is that warning I'm giving y'all. It's a warning I'm giving y'all, Israel. Please take heed to this warning. So let's go back. Let's go to Exodus 20 again. We're going back in the wilderness, y'all. Y'all ready? I hope y'all ready. Y'all say something to deal with y'all face to face. Y'all better begin y'all spirit ready to deal with our big brother. Because he mighty, y'all, and he ain't nothing to mess with. That's why I tell y'all, quench not that spirit. So when we get to that witness, you can make it pass and get into the kingdom. Don't get picked up just to go in the fire with the 2/3 who never wanted to listen. Please, Israel, take the Most High serious and keep his commandments the best of your ability. Verse 2, I am the Lord thy Yah, which I have brought thee out of the land of Egypt, out of the house of bondage. Now let's fast forward to another scene. What do Egypt mean, Israel? House of bondage. Egypt all over again. Now let's go. We'll go to First Maccabees. Let me go in chapter 1, verse 11 through 15. So First Maccabees chapter 1, verse 11. In those days went there out of Israel wicked men. Watch this, what I'm about to bring out. Who persuaded many, saying, let us go and make a covenant with the heathen that are round about us. For since we departed from them, we had much sorrow. So these Israelites like, hey man, let's go start doing what the heathens do. Since we try not to do what they do, we be getting punished. That's why I brought out that Egypt scene. A lot of these Israelites is fool, man. They funny, bro. Y'all foo, bro. Foo, sis. When that affliction come, y'all gonna be like, hey man, let's go do what the heathens doing. Because we keeping the commandments, they beating us. Duh. Just like Egypt, they slayed us. Duh. Hope y'all not one of these ones on my camera. Do not be this one that want to fold in the end and start switching up your doctrine or go back into the world because you don't like the affliction they finna bring on us. Verse 12. So this device pleased them well. A lot of people gonna take heed to it. Then certain of the people were so forward hearing that they went to the king who gave them license to do after the ordinances of the heathen. They go, I'm gonna go to the hey, I'm not an Israelite. Hey, I want to play basketball again. Please. Don't be like that, Israel. Whereupon they built a place of exercise at Jerusalem, according to the customs of the heathen. That's the sports y'all be watching. That's Egypt. He said they idle, keep them busy. Maccabees, the Edomites, Caucasians. They said let's create sports. Keep them busy so they won't be following their God no more. And made themselves uncircumcised and forsook the holy covenant and joined themselves to the heathen and were sold to do mischief. They went and asked the king, can I please be a heathen? Can I please play basketball? Can I please play football? And they said, I don't want to be an Israelite. That's why y'all trying to force some people. These some same spirits, man. They don't want nothing to do with this Bible. Watch this precept I bring up. Go back. I'm gonna show you. These them Israelites, man. This book ain't for them. I'm gonna show you what I mean by that. And go to Hosea. So Hosea chapter 8, verse 12. I have written to them the great things of my law, the Bible, but they were counted as a strange thing. That's them 2/3 you keep trying to fight. Them 2/3, man, this is a strange thing to them. They don't have the spirit. Most High didn't give this word to everybody. Yeah, I think, oh, just because you black, Hispanic, Native American, the word for you. That's not true. It's only for the ones that he gave the spirit of understanding. That's you on this camera. A lot of our people, to them, this is strange. They don't want nothing to do with the law. They were them same ones in Maccabees went to the heathen and said, can I please be a heathen? That's how you understand the Bible, man. Now let's go back. I'm almost done, Israel. We're going to go verse 56. All right, this part right here, I want y'all paying attention to. Persecution. Uh-oh. That's what I'm saying, y'all. Y'all get what we did in Egypt? We got Most High attention. He sent Moses. Then the Egyptians got offended and they started persecuting us. They actually slayed us in Egypt. They were killing our people who was following Moses and Aaron. But like I showed you, Moses and Aaron was the elders of Israel, and they named all of them. Moses and Aaron wasn't just Moses and Aaron. It was an army of our mighty kings standing up to the Pharaoh of Egypt saying, let my people go. And now we back. Now we back. Doing it all over again on these cameras in these streets. let my people go. Okay, let's see what happens when we do that. Verse 56. And when they had rent in pieces the books of the law which they found, they burnt them with fire. They finna say, oh, okay, persecution time. They finna come in our houses, burn our Bibles. Y'all ready, Israel? Wheresoever was found with any the book of the testimony of any consented to the law, the king's commandment was that they should be put him to death. Who ready to die for that? Yeah, all praise to the Most High, Baba Shema, and all that stuff. Okay, who ready to die for this Bible? Because they finna do that, Israel. This is the part I want y'all to pay attention to. They did it in Egypt. They was killing us when Moses was trying to get our minds right. Some of us had to die in Egypt. It says, slay us, kill us. Maccabees, we start getting our minds right. They said, whoever got that Bible trying to get their minds right, kill them. And guess who they had to do that? The 2/3. Because they switched over to being heathens. So they was working with the heathens to kill us. That's what Most High says. Separate from them, because I'm going to wake them spirits back up, and they're going to do what they do. Read it again. Wheresoever was found with any of the book of the testimony, the Bible, of any considered to the law, you can't keep these commandments. The king's commandment was that they shall put him to death, die. Thus did they by the authority unto the Israelites every month to as many was found in the cities. What that mean? They're gonna be hunting us, Israel. They're gonna be looking for us. Bounty hunters gonna be coming after you, and there's gonna be a lot of your family turning you in because you was still hanging out with them. Because they know where you at. They know where you congregate because you was still talking to them. And them bounty hunters gonna go straight to your family, and your family gonna give you up. Mm-mm-mm. And them same foo Israelites who folded at the end, they knew about you, was wearing fringes, but they gave up at the end. They gonna give you up. Hope y'all ready. Now 5/20 day of the month, they did sacrifice upon the idol altar, which is upon the altar of Yah. At which time, according to the commandment, they put to death certain women that had caused their children to be circumcised. So any woman had their child circumcised, the boys, they killed them. It was a commandment of the king of the other nations. And they hanged their infants about their necks. They was hanging the babies by their neck and wife of their houses. They in our houses, Israel. They finna do it again. They finna come to our houses and slew them that had circumcised them. They finna kill us in our houses. Howbeit, many in Israel were fully resolved and confirmed themselves not to eat any unclean thing. All praises to the Father for our mighty kings, queens, prince, and princess. Those are the ones they didn't fold. They didn't fold. Wherefore they chose rather to die. Those stood on the most high words, that they might not be defiled with meats, that they might not profane the holy covenant. So then they died. What they do after that? You don't die for this truth. Then they died, Israel. Died, Israel. Died, Israel. Yes, you might have to die, Israel. I hope y'all ready. And there was very great wrath upon Israel. Because we was getting killed like crazy, man. Hope y'all ready. I hope y'all ready. Let me show you the precept. Oh, how was y'all? Bama Shem, how was y'all? All right. We're going to see. So who really about that stuff they be talking? Hope y'all ready. Everybody on this camera, I pray that all y'all about that. Y'all not quenching y'all spirit. Y'all stand in the spirit. Stand in this book as much as possible. Keep the commandments, fasting and praying, asking the Father for strength, and not just pin on an act because this is a trending thing. This is not trending. This is your heritage. This is who you are. And you have to die for your heritage. You're gonna have to die for who you are. 2 Timothy chapter 3, verse 12. Yeah, and all that will live godly in Hamashiach Yahushua shall suffer persecution. You're going to have to suffer persecution if you want to follow Yahushua. All right, let's continue. I'm almost done. We're going to go to Ecclesiastes. Four 16. Now, where are you going in this scripture? I'm going to show you. So Ecclesiastes chapter 4, verse 16. There is no end of all the people, even all that have been before them, they also have come after should not rejoice in him. Surely this also is vanity and vexation of spirit. So there's no end of all people. That means the same people in Egypt is the same people in Maccabees. And the same people in Maccabees is the same people what I'm about to bring out now. And the same people is back today. We all back, Israel. Let's go to John. Verse 12. So John chapter 19, verse 12. And from thence henceforth Pilate sought to release him, Yahushua. But the Jews cried out, saying, If thou let this man go, thou art not Caesar's friend. Whoso make himself a king speaketh against Caesar. See them Israelites and Maccabees? They told the king, Hey, can we be a heathen? They back. But once again, what was they were in Maccabees? Israelites. What are these at this time? Jews. What is an Israelite or a Jew? A practicing Israelite. So what is that trying to tell you, Israel? Some of these Israelites who talking all that, all praise to the Most High Almighty, they some punks, bro. They gonna fold when that persecution comes. And they're gonna say, our king is Caesar, our king is Trump and Biden and whoever. They gonna fold. They gonna fold, Israel. If I'm trying to understand y'all to get this. They finna fold, Israel. Because they fooling y'all, man. They fooling a lot of people. Playing tough. I don't care how tough you think you is, bro. Ain't no one on this planet tougher than the Most High Yahushua. And Yahushua called Peter his rock. That's his right hand man. Rock. That man was nothing to mess with. In the flesh. But he still denied Yahushua because he was rolling in the flesh. It don't matter what country you did in your whole life, bro. If you ain't building up your spirit, you going to fold when these persecutions come. When Pilate therefore heard they saying, he brought Yahushua forth and sat down in judgment seat in the place that is called pavement, but in Hebrew, Gabbatha. And it was the preparation of the Passover. When was this? Passover. Happy Passover, y'all. By this time be y'all Passover. What was going on during the Passover? About the 6th hour, he said unto the Jews, Behold your king. Here go your king, Yahushua. But they cried out, Away with him! Away with him! Crucify him! Kill him! Pilate said unto them, Shall I crucify your king? The chief priests, Levites, busted, answered, We have no king but Caesar. Uh-oh. Some of the Israelites don't really believe in the Most High. They just like that fame. They said, We got no king but Caesar. That was them Israelites in this truth, and that's the 2/3 who be voting. They love their oppressor. And some of the Israelites in this truth still love their oppressors, but they quiet on that. That's why I brought on Life Yahushua. They quiet on that. They don't want you to know that part. It's some of these Israelite camps and people on cameras in them streets. They working with them peoples, man. They're working with the ops, what y'all want to call it. They're working with them peoples, yo. They fooling y'all. That's why they doctrines is bugged out. Because they getting paid to bring out them crazy doctrines to keep our people asleep. Because you don't read. Romans 9, verse 6. Not as though the word of Yah had taken none effect, for they are not all Israel which are of Israel. That's why I was bringing on my life of Yahushua. Whoever remember that? I made a 2-hour and some video. Man, they cut my whole video, my audio picture, because they didn't want me to bring that part out to show y'all some of these Israelites are working with the enemy, man, to play y'all, man. And you're going to find out. Most I'm going to expose it. You're going to expose it. You're going to see. Let's go back now. We're going to go to Jeremiah. It's for the 1/3. We're going to end this to end. Tell you, don't trust everybody on this camera or on them streets. You better read. This book ain't what you, this truth ain't what you thought. Everybody ain't Israel. We playing like Israel. And they tell you, I mean, they in their feelings again now. They mess with my thing. Okay, let's get it. Jeremiah chapter 30, verse 3. For lo, the days come, saith the Lord, that I will bring again the captivity of my people, Israel, northern kingdom, and Judah, southern kingdom, saith the Lord. I will cause them to return to the land I give their fathers, and they shall possess it. We're going to possess our land again, Israel. Let me go to Jeremiah 31. Verse 10. 10 and 14. Jeremiah chapter 31, verse 10. Hear the word of the Lord, O ye nations, Most High speaking to the other nations, and declare it in the isles afar off, and say, He that scattered Israel, he scattered us in 4 corners of the earth, will gather him. He going to come get us, and keep him as a shepherd doth his flock. For the Lord have redeemed Jacob. He going to redeem who? Jacob, and ransom him for the hand of him that was stronger than he. He's going to get us from all these nations, all these presidents and military. Therefore, they should come and sing in the height of Zion. We're going to be singing, and shall flow together to the goodness of the Lord, for wheat, for wine, and for oil, for the young of the flock, and for the herd. And their soul should be as a watered garden. They should not sorrow anymore at all, Israel. He said, your soul going to be watered. I mean, you're going to be satisfied. Most of the time, I'm going to give y'all everything. Everything, man. The ones who stay strong to the end. I'm going to give y'all everything. It's going to be worth it, Israel. Then should a virgin rejoice in the dance, both young men and old together. For I would turn their mourning into joy. Why he's turning our mourning to joy? For all the stuff I just brought out. He's going to turn in the affliction first. He got to turn up the affliction so we can go home. And then he's going to turn it into joy. And will comfort them and make them rejoice from their sorrow. He's going to make us rejoice from our sorrow. It's not going to be worth it no more. And I will satisfy thy soul, the priest, with fatness. And my people should be satisfied with my goodness, saith the Lord. Oh, praises. Oh, praises. Thank you, Father. He said, yeah, I'm going to put y'all through that affliction. I'm going to have to turn it up. Because some of y'all got to get woken up. Y'all playing with me. That's some of these Israelites in this truth. They playing with the Father, man. Y'all ain't really staying for the Father like that. But when that affliction come, hopefully y'all turn up. Quench not the spirit. It's the last scripture. We're going to end it with this, all right? So I hope y'all have a wonderful week, a blessed week. I mean, happy Passover to the kings, queens, prince, and princesses. I hope y'all enjoyed y'all Passover. I hope y'all enjoy y'all unleavened bread. Get all the leaven out y'all house. Enjoy that unleavened bread with the herbs, all that. I mean, I want to let you know what we do. Go on Amazon. I like to watch The Prince of Egypt. I know it ain't all the truth, but it's a little family thing we do on the Passover. We watch Prince of Egypt and read about Exodus. So try to read Exodus, all of it, or read just the parts when he came and got us out of Egypt. All right? So I hope y'all have a wonderful and a blessed week. Stay in the spirit, Israel. Gird up your loins for what's coming. It's about to get bad because he's hearing our cries and he's about to get us out of Egypt, but he's going to do it all over again. He's going to allow them to turn up the affliction before he comes get us. So Revelation 22, verse 14. Blessed are they that do his commandments, that they may have right to the tree of life and may enter through the gates into the city. All praises. With that being said, shalom.
We were slaves in Egypt. We belong to the Father, ain't no pledge of allegiance. We both to celebrate that killing that he didn't need you. We both to keep the holy days, don't be like the heathen. He said that for a reason. We in Babylon, coming back without a warning like an avalanche. You think you gon' keep hurting people, he ain't having all praise to y'all, you amazing y'all. That's why I'm thanking y'all.